So I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all are not aware of what Zoox is. You're not supposed to. Hey, again, if you ain't got my text message, so if you are a Zoox employee right now, I advise you don't come inside the live. Actually, I advise a lot of y'all just watch from the FYP page. Don't come in because I got some little legal issues. And I want to make sure with Zoox, and I don't want to bring nobody else in. So again, you all can watch. I mean, if you ain't got no issues with Zoox, you ain't been to Zoox, you want whoever come in. But if you are Zoox employee, ex-Zoox employee, blah blah blah, watch from the For You page. But again, like I say, you know, you do what you want to do. Oh, you know what? And I still with your slide in the holes and homes. Give people just a few more time to come in. Actually, I'm trying to figure out how to work the live on my computer as well. This is new. Wonder how you make it. If I can make it the whole screen, I guess I don't know. On my laptop, use a laptop. It's a little bitty picture though. A little bitty picture. All right, all right. So let me see what you all see. Appreciate y'all for hitting that, tapping that screen. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see what we got. Phase. All right, so shit, man. I didn't get back over the air guns. Man, what I didn't need. Come on, that's so Joe. Recording that. Oh, please. The best to be. Unlimited, I feel it. Here. There we go. All right. So since we here, we're gonna explain a little bit about Zoox. So like I said, I normally wouldn't be doing this shit, but I used to work at Zoox, and he was, which is, if y'all don't know, it's the autonomous vehicle company. Basically, the cars, the autonomous vehicles car. It's a tools is dead. Hey, Meta, read my last message. Hey, Meta, read my last message. All right. Hey, Meta, send H-Town from Zoox a message. Tell him I'm alive.
She's thinking on the only making more sick. I mean, the no rebel of water cities, not that's what traffic is the rare. I get choices.
Send it. All right. So again, let me give y'all a little history about what Zoox is. For you all who don't know, Zoox is an autonomous vehicle company, kind of like Waymo. Even like you say, you got I'm pretty sure y'all know about what's the other people? Tesla, AV Ride. There's a couple more. The one in Austin, they had Cruise. Cruise got shut down. But for the most part, it is a autonomous vehicle company. I worked there. I was a test driver. Basically, you just sit in the vehicle. You probably seen them around Austin, which is the white. Hold on a minute. That's about Walmart order. Who is it? Appreciate it.
Georgie, please sit down a bit. And
All right. Sorry about that. Let me put my ice cream up real quick. Oh man, with the ice cream, everything else to stay out, but I want to make sure my ice cream don't melt. All right. Apologies. Sit tight, don't get on me, believe it. They'll get a hold of me after bounce it out. But so yeah, I was a tester. Basically, I ride the vehicle and I monitor to make sure the vehicle is driving correctly. It is adhering to all rules of the road. I was on the PM shift. In the most part, all thing and sit there. Yeah, so I was on a PM shift. We had a nice little crew at one time. But for the most part, most of the people that work there are very scary. They're scared of, I guess, because the job, you get paid like $26 an hour, so they're not probably accustomed to making that much money. So a lot of them didn't want to lose that job, so they sucked up. Well, they didn't suck up; they just talked behind the back. A lot of them, we whisper, like, big, to me, that's coward shit. You know what I mean? I feel like, you got a problem, you go stand on it. That's what, that's how you get things changed. Is motherfucker got to stand on shit. Acting like a little coward, whispering, they don't change shit. So your conditions are going to be the same. So, long story short, I actually had got another job, right? I got a better job. And, because now I get to, I got a job where I'm actually helping people. So I resigned from Zoox. But it's still allowing me to, so I resigned not at nighttime, hire all this company that you are employed through, contact me the next morning about the resignation. And they was like, yeah, they was like, so you doing it today or you doing it? And I said, well, I thought I had to do 72-hour notice. So if I can do it today, I'm good. I don't have to go back. They said, okay, I'll get back. Her name is Renee. Said, I'll get back with you. Now I had always heard this bad stuff about Renee, but I had never experienced it. People used to always tell me she ain't shit, she lying, her word ain't no good. But I ain't, you know what I mean? I had never experienced that with her. Every time that I had communicated with her, she seemed like she was on the up and up. She seemed like, you know what I mean? When I say unbiased, she was just doing her job. You know what I mean? I didn't see her as one of the gang member, because that's most of these situations. They end up being a gang, it's as a work gang like that. So anyway, I seen her as just, cool person. So she said, hey, I'm gonna get back with you later. Let me go holler at somebody, blah, 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 and I'll get back with you later. So I never got the confirmation if they had accepted the resignation or not. So I go to work, and all of a sudden we had like some little meeting. When I'm in the meeting, my phone keep going off. It's Renee. She's like, hey, don't even go ahead. They decided to terminate your contract. And I'm like, I'm up here now. She's like, they let you in? I said, yeah. I said, I'm in the meeting. She's like, really? She said, yeah, you weren't even supposed to be in. I said, yeah, I've been there. I said, well, I said, so I'm leaving. I said, hey, can I turn my badge in so I don't have to come back up here? She said, yeah, go ahead and give the badge. So I'm gonna give it to the security guard. Fam, I'm out. Choo. That's the last time I heard from him. I didn't even get to close my account out properly. It's still connected to my damn phone because I can't even get out because of the way that they booted me out the system. So, bam, that was it. You know what I mean? The only thing they had tried to do some fuck shit. They had tried to they tried to mess me up from getting another job. They thought, because most people are quitting the job, and also the management is so bad that so many people are leaving. They instead of standing up for what they believe in or voicing it, they just choose to just leave and go to another job. But they're leaving and going to another autonomous vehicle job. So they're either going to Tesla or they're going to AV rides. And so what they had did, they thought that I was going to be like everybody else. They thought I was leaving them to go to AV ride or going to another autonomous company. But I wasn't. I wasn't going. My field of direction was somewhere else. I mean, so fam, long story short, they tried to fuck me. They tried to salt my resume down, my work histories, to make it look like they fired me to something. I don't know. I didn't even inquire about what they could have possibly fired me about. But by that time, I wasn't doing a damn. Anyway, we're live. So, hey, what's up, Key? So, bam. Now, here it is 2 months later. I'm into my other job. My supervisor at my other job told me how they tried to salt me down, and when they looked on how they said, yeah, they tried to mess you up. She's like, but nobody don't give a damn because they've heard repeatedly about the management, specifically PM management at this facility. So, and then to the point where now I'm letting other people come like, yo, y'all want to come over here where I'm at? I work in the city of Austin. We'll get more into that. Yeah, want to warn me about that, but yeah, I help people now. I help basically people with disability. I assist them in getting to live a normal life. Basically, what I do. But anyway, so here you go, 2 months. When I had been there, if you go to my, I'm gonna see, how can I put that? I might be able to put it up towards the beginning of my my post, so you don't have to go scroll through there and look. But it's a vehicle They got a vehicle. The vehicle is called Toaster. Their vehicle is called a Toaster, and you'll see it if you go through my what do you call it, my page or whatever. And so they allowed, when they brought this Toaster, like they got it in San Francisco, I think, and they got it live in Las Vegas, and you could actually ride in it. And it has no wheel. Look, it looked like 2 mini. It's a nice vehicle. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna hate on it, say it's ugly, but yeah, it is a nice little vehicle. It looked like 2 Mini Coopers. The two-back has the Mini Coopers put together. And they let we ride in with other people, family and friends, ride in and blah blah blah. So, but when they brought one to Austin, it's not street legal yet. It's not on the streets. It's just in the factory. But they let all of us, hey man, y'all take pictures with it, video, do whatever. They said, but why don't post them on social media? Because you're gonna get fired. But until they tell us that they can do it. Well, I mean, gone. They said by October we should be able to post the pictures. Here it is. This is November. I posted a picture in November. The video. I don't know. I don't work there no more. They didn't say it was anything to do with you know how you do the NDA, blah blah blah, whatever. Because her name was Vanessa Velasco, which is she old fake Mexican bitch. You know, Puerto Rican, bad feeling had Puerto Rican bitch with little over there had teeth, a lot of teeth. Everyone, she got little teeth like 6-year-old kid. Everyone on got spaces between them and everything. She cute girl. She's a cute girl until she opened her mouth. And the way she talked is ugly. And the way, you know what I mean? She felt fine for her to be like, you know, because once again, she's a cute girl when she's standing still and got her mouth closed. But the minute she opened her mouth or she started walking, you see her badass, her shape, what do you call her? What do you call the way you walk? I don't know. But anyway, long story short, she said, go ahead and we can take the pictures. So here it is now. He can say a butt. And she said she a butt. Hold on for the shit now. Well, hey, Kiki, in a minute, after I give him this, what's the name? She says, Mun Bob. I'm gonna shoot you an invite to come in, but I don't want to get you in trouble with what I'm about to say though. So long story short, they yesterday they sent me a call from the legal department. Now from Higher. Now Higher and Zoox is supposed to be 2 different entities, but Higher, they ain't 2 different entities. I'm finding that out. They the same entity playing like separate entities. So she called me, acting like she gangster or something, talking about, and I guess she thought I was gonna cower. I guess she thought I was gonna be scared. You know, where she came at it. She came out and got the video. We need you to take the video down. I think about it. That's what I tell them. You know, I'm like, you just ain't calling shot. One, I know I'm not in the wrong for the simple fact that the broad gave us permission to make the video. Now, and that by October, we should be able to post the video. So I don't work there no more. So I don't know the plans have changed, that they can't post them yet. They still can't post the video yet. Nobody told me. So anyway, so regardless of that anyway, so I'm like, yo, it's a few videos out there. Why are you so interested in my video? You know, I said, I don't even work there no more. Y'all still fucking with me. I said, this is harassment. And so she was like, I said, this goes back to part of the suit I got going on now, which is, you know what I mean, targeted for, you know, because I wrote her ass up, because she messed a bunch of other shit. We I don't know if we're going to get into that tonight, but we might get into it when Kiki come on. But so anyway, I was like, yo, I think about taking the video down. I got to talk to my lawyer first, blah, blah, blah. So she, well, we'll give you a few days. I'm going to give you time. Yeah, you ain't got no choice, bitch. But so, bam. I'm like, okay, so them people still fucking with me. They stalking my page and shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and give them what they looking for. And so what I'm planning on doing now is I'm gonna tell you about Zoox, some things that a lot of people don't know. I mean, it's not like confidential. It's not nothing that, you know what I mean, that you all can't find on. It's not no personal information about the company that I'm giving out. But it's public information that a lot of people just don't know. And then I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna tell you about some people, because I've been getting people based on the video that DM me and asking me, "Hey, how is it like working at Zoox? What is it like working at Zoox?" I'm thinking about blah blah. So instead of answering each specific DM, I'm gonna go ahead and just give you a rundown of the people at Zoox that you need to watch out for. And if I don't name, I might not tell you about everybody, but I'm gonna tell you the name, the people to watch out for. And some people I'm gonna tell you, some shit about. And then hopefully, if Kiki ain't doing that, she used to work there. I'm gonna let her, talk about some of this shit too. She worked there too. She left there too. She went on to Dallas, got her a better position. But anyway, so let's get back. So first and foremost, we have to understand what Zoox is. I already told you this is an autonomous vehicle. That's what a company. That's what most people think it is. But it's not just any old autonomous vehicle company. So Zoox, okay, first and foremost, the majority, a great number of people in managerial positions in Zoox are two forms of entities, which is ex-military and ex-law enforcement, mainly FBI. But these are the two forms. So if to hurry up and give you what I'm about to give you, in all actuality, Zoox is not an autonomous vehicle company like Waymo. It is not like Tesla, which are actually private entities, blah, blah, blah. Zoox, in all actuality, is a police, military, autonomous vehicle company masking as a normal autonomous vehicle company. So why did I have to give it to you that way? Because if you value your privacy, you need to know this before you start getting into these vehicles. Okay, so initially, Zoox was supposedly created for Leo, an autonomous vehicle for Leo, which is law enforcement officers. Which is like if you work in the airplane, when the officer come and they go by the name, everybody basically call them Leo, which is law enforcement officer or blah blah. So that's how we don't have to expose them for being a police officer when they get on a plane or whatever. So this is what supposedly what Zoox was going to be about. And also, now it's going to give public rise too. But there's one thing you have to understand. If this is actually a cop or a law enforcement autonomous vehicle, you have to know that you have no privacy. Everything that you say in that vehicle is going to be recorded. Whether you're talking on your telephone or whether you're talking to another rider. So that's number one. If a person like me, if I had a choice to ride in Waymo, Tesla, AV ride, or whatever, yes, I would ride in those companies, of those vehicles. Would I ride in a military or a law enforcement autonomous vehicle company? Hell no. No, I wouldn't. Did I ride the free ride when they sent us to Vegas to let us get in that vehicle? No. For one, the vehicle does not have a wheel. So if something was to happen, there's nothing that you can do that would allow you to be able to steer that vehicle to safety. Not saying you can steer it safely in a Waymo or a Tesla either. You know what I mean? Not saying that you have the ability with those vehicles either. But those vehicles have steering wheels. And I'm pretty sure there's a reason why those steering wheels are there. So probably just in case of emergency, your ass can grab it and they might unlock it or something which would allow you to be able to maneuver the vehicle to safety. Not so in a toaster or the Zoox vehicles. Another thing which I this is me talking about conspiracy theories, not saying that I have any information about this, but let's say that in the future, everybody became, when I say in the future, I don't mean like 20 years from now. I mean like within the next 5 years. Let's say that it becomes a normal process of people using autonomous vehicles as taxis or ride share, like Tesla and Waymo now. And let's say that Zoox does become a good industry share. Let's say that you stand out against ICE. You want to fight against ICE, sending people up, blah, blah, blah. And let's say that the government says that you are a dissident because you are standing up against ICE. Well, being that the government, the military, and law enforcement are one and the same, what's to say that one day that you use this vehicle every day to go to work? This is your way to go to work and go to break. But now that the government has seen you as a dissident, this is a normal Monday. You book a ride to go to work. But this time you get in the vehicle doesn't take you doesn't head into the destination of you going to work. It goes in the opposite direction. There's nothing for you. There's no way for you to stop the vehicle turn the vehicle, maneuver the vehicle from going the wrong directions. And let's just say you in there, the vehicle has these little hard windows. You can't break out the vehicle. The windows are dark. And you can be beating on the windows. Nobody's necessarily going to see you. And let's say that this vehicle takes you to an undisclosed location. And when you get to that undisclosed location, you see military, law enforcement, whoever, government officials or whatever. They just, so basically, if that vehicle has the ability to take you to a place that you don't want to be at. So instead of them sending military or police officers to your house to knock on your door, to handcuff you, and to bring you to the location, which makes other people visible to see what's going on, now you booked your own kidnaps. Not saying that's going to happen, but the possibility of that happening riding in that vehicle is very likely and is very possible. So I say that to say this: if I was you, I wouldn't be right. And you think, well, I'm a law-abiding citizen. Yeah, a lot of those people who think that ICE is wrong are law-abiding citizens, but they had still been locked up too. So I say all that to say that. Now let's talk about the people at the facility. So I'm gonna start with the head. You know what I mean? You hit the head, they have to die. So the head at this facility, his guidance, but guidance in AM is AM. But he was, holding the whole facility for a while until Vanessa came in there. My experience with guidance was good. I ain't gonna say I don't have nothing bad to say about guidance. Does that mean guidance is good? That doesn't mean guidance is good, because that just means I didn't have a negative experience with guiding. Have I heard shit about guiding? I haven't heard no hey Meta, text H-Town from Zoox and tell him I can't respond because I'm on live right now. Hey Meta? Okay. One moment, please. Yeah, send it. All right, sorry about that. All right, so what was that? Okay, yeah, so hey Meta. Hey Meta. Hey Meta. Who's you tripping, girl? All right, so please. Okay, so yeah, have I heard anything about guidance? Only thing that I haven't heard about guidance that's bad, and they will make it bad, or him have some responsibility, is because guidance is aware of the bullshit, and he ain't doing nothing to stop it. He's allowing it to go. So that makes him just as much part of guilty as everybody else, because he's choosing to keep his hands clean or be secretive or whatever, but he's aware of the bullshit. But because he's in that game, because that's the mentality at these places that they have. So basically, the mentality, if we have these huddles, and Vanessa basically told us, if you're not on our side, they don't want you there. Basically, if you're not in the gang and you're not a yes man, they don't want you there. And you got to think, most military, most law enforcement are yes men. They're flunkies. They're followers. They're order takers. That's what they're good at, taking orders. And so a lot of those people, they just fall in line. You'd be surprised, man. These people, anyway. So that's what all I got to say about guiding is because, and that's from other people that work there. That's the only thing that they have to say about guiding. Is guiding is very aware of what's going on. He knows that these people are full of shit. He knows what they're doing, and mind you, that they are very scary of guiding because they try to do all this old sneaky shit away from guiding, and they don't want you talking to guiding. But he's aware of what's going on, but he's playing, blah blah blah. So that, again, that's guiding. That's the head. So that's PM. All right. So then after guiding, that's AM. Then after guiding, you have PM, which is Vanessa, which is she knew, but man, she came in with the bullshit. She came in out of the bullshit. You know what I mean? So she's one of those people that she's anything the girls say goes like, so the girls, it's easy basically for a girl to say something and you can get fired if a girl just go and say, oh, you did this, you did that. Whether it's truth or not, they always take, the female side. So that kind of made it a little a really testy situation for most people, because most of those dudes, we got this one girl named Shayla. Shayla got like 4 or 5 kids. Ain't with her baby dad, and and she's young, she ain't but like 30 some odd years old, right? But she's always talking to people like they below her, like we're not below, like she's this, upper, she know all this about Zoox. And I mean, like, so she's talking the way she talks to certain dudes, and they don't like the way she talked to her. And mind you, she is not doing it. Shayla is not talking to you that way she is not even aware of what she's doing majority of the time. She just, she's talking like a mother would talk to her kid. And so she kind of acts like, these dudes, giving these dudes orders and blah, blah, blah. And you got to think, you 50, 60, 50-year-old man, you got this little 30-year-old girl, you know what I mean? And she ain't even got her life right, trying to tell you what to do. You know what I mean? But instead of, but me, I'm just out. I check it right there and then, let her know. Because I know that she's not doing it with malicious intent. She just don't know no better because she's used to, handling with her kids and whatever. But the other dudes, they sit back and they whisper about it, blah, blah, blah. So, anyway, so I was going by Shayla. Why would I tell you? I got her because, what did she do?
See that girl.
Yeah. I didn't like the track of mine how I got it with Shayla. But I was talking about Vanessa going off with the girl, say, well, anyway, I don't know what happened, but I can just give you a first-hand story of something I went through. So you had this girl, her name is Kirsten. It's a black girl. Her name is Kirsten. It's a black girl. She always wearing these little Daisy Duke short ass cheeks. Coming in at work, ass cheeks all out and stuff. Man, these dudes are so thirsty that, you know what I mean, they let her get away with certain stuff. Like, she don't never want to work. She always want to be the third man, jump in the back, which is cool. I don't give a damn about, if you get these people, get on these people, I mean, more power to you. Ain't got nothing to do with me. It's just when you come to me, that shit don't work. It don't fly. You know what I mean? You're not gonna work me. Now we gonna work together, or one of us gotta go. So long story short, she was working with me one day. It was her and this other girl that was in there. It was a little lesbian work girlfriend. So they had planned it out where I was gonna do all the work, basically. And but the little lesbian girlfriend, she didn't say nothing. She just kind of played like, she was the wall, but she let Kirsten be the mouthpiece. Guidance said I don't have to work today, so just you and her. I was like, well, that shit didn't sound right to me because I didn't seen Guidance send too many black girls go home. If you sick and you can't work, black girls that I've seen, Guidance send them home. So for Guidance to allow this white girl to stay at work and not work, and you to send these sisters home, something don't sound right about that. So I went in there and I was like, guys, can you explain to me what's going on with little girl? And so I already knew some fuck shit. He said, I ain't say a name or nothing. At all the people that we worked with, he knew exactly who I was talking about. He said, I told her that, to work it out with y'all and y'all figure out what y'all gonna do. I said, and what she told me. She told me you said she didn't have to work today, that I need to do the work. He said, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. He said, okay, I said, I bam. I said, don't worry about it, I got it. So I went back out and I told her I just jumped in the back seat of the vehicle. And I said, yo, guy, something like, what are you doing? I stepped back. Guy said he didn't tell you that shit. So we need to figure out how we gonna do this. And she was like, I'm sick. That's fine. I had no problem with you being sick. If you would came at me and said, hey, Marty, I'm sick. I don't feel like working today. That's all you had to say. I got you. But instead, you try to play me. You try to play with my intelligence. Nah, this I just look like this. So she get out the vehicle and she run inside to remind you these dudes, even the manager staff, they so thirsty for this, I mean, like she got ass cheeks out. These dudes are cum freaks, tender dicks. So they come back out, they call me, what's going on? I said, ain't nothing going on. She said, she lied on guidance. That's all. I didn't have to say nothing. I said she lied on guidance. Now, these vehicles have cameras out their ass and microphones out their ass. They see and hear everything. Did you think they pulled the tape to see if she lied? Nah. So when it came to me, they sent Vanessa and she was like, blah, blah, blah. And I like, listen, so they had no argument. I said, listen, they didn't want to pull the video. So I'm like, if that white girl would have came and told y'all that I had said something sexual to her, what's the first thing y'all would have did? Y'all pull the tapes. There's no reason for you to take her word or my word. Y'all that want to pull the tapes to figure out what the hell going on. So it has to be a reason in this situation with me being a black man that y'all not gonna pull the tapes. So this is the threat Vanessa say. She say, well, I don't want to have to paint you as the angry black man. That was the threat. Basically, leave it alone, or I'm gonna paint you as the angry black male. You got it. Don't even worry about it. You got it. Bam, that was one. So then here comes the second one, which was a girl named Iris. She's one of my co-artists. Iris, she's a real homely looking girl. You know what I mean? That's all I can say. She's had probably a bunch of bad experiences in her life, but she's not the girl. So, you know, we all looked at Iris like as a little sister at one time. But she now I'm gay. Iris is sharp in certain things, like certain things with she's sharp with that shit. So driving and shit, she's a retard with driving. Her driving is terrible. So Irie, we have it's two ways that we work. One person drives and one person monitors, and then we switch. So there's two different roles. But when you're driving, you are the captain of the ship. You are the control. Now you can take assistance from I don't know I can't even remember what the monitor is called anymore. But that person is in a vehicle. You're second place. You co-captain, put it like that. So you can listen to what the co-captain say. But if you're the driver, you are for the safety of the vehicle. So when I'm in the vehicle and I am co-captain, I don't tell the driver what to do. I don't expect the driver to do the way that I would do it. I expect the driver to do it the way that is safe for him or her to get us in this field and back to the facility. Well, for some reason, the girl, they tend to think that they are in charge, whether they are the co-captain or the captain. So, me and Iris' situation, we're driving, or rather, she's driving. I am the co-captain. It's time to go back from lunch. Now, we are right by I-35, but the route is telling me to go the longer way. So I'm telling her, it's time to go back. This is the route. I'm not going I'm going this way. I understand, and I understand why she's doing that way. She's going that way because she wants to get back to the base earlier so she can get her food. I ain't got no problem with that. As soon as she said that, I'm like, cool. You know what I mean? I just wait for the GVS to pick back up on the way she's going. Not a problem. Bam. Now, the second half, after lunch come back, now I'm driving. So at that night time, it's time to go back to the base. It's time back to the base. But it's a weekend. So it's traffic. I don't know, y'all been downtown Austin on the weekend. So again, remember I told you the driver's role is to get the vehicle back safely. So, but again, she's like, okay, well, we go to driver one. Now, when this I died, we were in the same exact location we were earlier when it was time to go to lunch. When, I gave it up. Same exact location. I mean, when I say location, I mean, we was on 7th Street both times, like, near the turn, both times. So, bam. So when she says, okay, go back, this way, and I'm like, nah, I'm going this way. No, I want you to go this way. I won't care what you want. I'm going this way. So as I leave, I went the same exact way that she went at lunchtime. She went to lunchtime and get back to base so she could eat. Her food wouldn't be hot. I went that way because it was safer than going down Congress Street on a Saturday night with all the traffic, people drinking, it's 11 o'clock at night. So she don't say nothing to me for 30 minutes. That is grounds for automatic termination because we have I can't tell you that part without, inside the business, but she is basically my directions. She is my eye. So what she sees, what she's looking at allows her to see more than what I can see. And so her eyes are supposed to be telling me what she's seeing. She's not telling me anything. So basically, I'm driving in the blind in 30 minutes. And finally, when we get back to the base, she says, she finally opened up and she was like, well, you didn't go the way I told you. I said, I'm the driver. I has to go to. I said, but not only that. I said at lunchtime, all I did was the same thing that you did at lunchtime, the same exact thing. I didn't do anything different than what you did at lunchtimes. And then it clicked to her that she didn't have a leg to stand on. So she said, well, it's just the way you said it to me. All I told her was, I'm the driver, you're the co-pilot. Let me do my job. Now, mind you, this happened before the incident with the white girl. And this happened before Vanessa got there. So actually now all of a sudden when me and the white girl get into it, now Vanessa makes it her business to go hunt things, to make me that angry black guy. So when she comes to tell me about it, she said, yeah, I listened to I listened, she said she watched the video. I said, so, okay. So you tell me what did I do wrong in the video? I said, all I said was I'm the driver and you're the co-captain. And she said, well, some people could take that the wrong way. Some people could take it the right way. Because it was no animosity. It was not rough or anything. So how are you trying to take this? Yeah, and then I noticed that y'all wasn't talking for 20 minutes. I said, yeah. So I said, what happens if a person doesn't talk for 20 minutes? In that grounds for immediate termination? I said, what me the one not talking? You just told me you seen it. I ain't tell you nothing. You told me you seen it. And you don't do nothing about it. So it was just blah, 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 little thing. So I ended up writing them up. I wrote them up for discrimination, playing favor. I mean, I did a serious ass write-up, filing on them. Oh, they were hot. That pissed them off. Because at first, they just thought I was just some dumb nigga. They ignored, what I mean, what I had the ability to do. So that they kind of backed out, but they were waiting for me to fuck up. They wanted me that bad. But so long story short, my last week there, we had to go to where you're driving by yourself, and you got to go through this test. And so I aced the test, right? But they sent this girl, Charlene. Now me and Charlene was cool, but Charlene was a female. Charlene was Dominican, like the fake Vanessa was Dominican. So they both from New York. So they got a sisterhood. And then Charlene is eyeing, and she's trying to get, position. A teacher, I forgot what they used to call the instructors. She's an instructor, but she's trying to get the supervisor position. So when they gave me Charlene, I knew they was going to give me somebody, to try to, screw. But like I said, me and Charlene had a half-ass relationship. Well, anyway, I did the test. I aced the test. So they even told me, man, you aced that fucking. We seen the video. They watched the video. You aced that fucking test. You didn't do. They said, you didn't. You. I didn't ask for. Some type of identification. I'm doing on a mock RFE, which I did. And so that's the thing, man. What I love about that job was had cameras every fucking where. Everywhere. So you already told me that I aced the test. The only thing that I messed up on was this mock RFP. And if it wasn't for that, I would have passed the test with, I would have aced the test with somebody they said a lot of people hadn't done. So I told them, I said, I did say that. And I told them when I said that. And I'm telling them when, so they can go look on the tape. So when I told them, I did say this. So they had to go back. And so instead of reviewing the tape, which because they knew they were lying, they knew I had did it, but they didn't expect me to be able to, they didn't expect me to buck. So bad, they went ahead and passed me. But that was Charlene's initiation to get the supervisor role because she played a part. They tried to ace me out to get the supervisor role. So, but I act like I didn't know. I still spoke to Charlene every day, like we was cool or whatever. So when I was leaving the job to get another job, I wanted their ass to know. So because I wanted them to know, I went and told Charlene. I like, hey, I'm my last week here. Don't tell nobody because I know what she's gonna go do. Exactly what I thought she was gonna do. She really told, you know what I mean? So they all knew that I was leaving. Yeah. So that was Charlene. So you gonna watch out for Vanessa? You gonna watch out for Charlene? Shayla's a rat. You understand? So Shayla's an opportunist. She's gonna do anything she can to excel in that company, which makes a person very dangerous. For you all that are asking me about the going over there with the tech services. All them dudes over there on the tech side. So you got tech side, you got the driver side. All them dudes over there, when I say Texas, I say what they call the service techs, the ones who keep the vehicles up. Those dudes over here, they all play up. I talk to those dudes a lot. We know a lot of us talking. They don't like the drivers. Most of today, you can see that most of the drivers, well, not most of the drivers. You can see most of the drivers are cowards, but you can see the bullshit ones that ain't no good. But the tech drivers good. They don't really, like I say again, they'll speak to the drivers. They really don't mess with the drivers because they see the drivers and they so if you go in for the tech, yeah, again, those guys over there too. But some of the drivers transition over to the tech side because of the little to today. So I don't know what it's like now. Because some of the ones who were flunkies, the cowards that yes man, because when I say that yes man is because they will come and tell me what the managerials, Jason, Antoine. I'll tell you about Antoine in a minute too. They would come and tell me what Jason and Antoine will be saying about me. But my thing is a dog that'll bring a bone, he'll take a bone. So they're waiting for me to say something about them so they can take it back to them. I don't give them nothing that they can take back. You know what I mean? So I don't know what they were saying that I said, but again, they knew this shit wasn't right. But instead of saying, man, what you talking about that nigga for? Why they, you know what I mean? Just, so, that's all shit for me. So anyway, some of those dudes have transitioned over. Now, there is one instructor. He is a straight up bitch. He's an islander, and that's funny because I've did time with a bunch of islanders, and most islanders, Samoan and Tongans, they 100. You know what I mean? They straight up street players. You know what I mean? This nigga was a bitch, a big old bitch trying to act tough. But I didn't know until later on. That nigga 22 years old. This nigga look like he's about 40. He's a big old kid. His mentality, he's a big kid, and that's why I didn't know. But he's a big bitch. I can't think of his name, but there's only one out there. He actually got with the cool little girl. What he called with that test the vehicles, A, I forgot what little Maddie. He got with Maddie. Whoever the dude with talk to Maddie, that's the bitch I'm talking about. Maddie cool. Don't get me. She real good. She's smart. She's very smart. I think she should be somewhere else besides there. But that nigga is the big. So he by far the worst. Second to him is another Asian dude that I think him and Charlene are messing with each other. Well, trying to, but Charlene, I think he's gay. On the cool, he gay, he faking like he like women, but he gay. You can tell. I forgot this nigga name, but he's the only Asian dude. Jack. I think his name was Jack. Jeff or something like that with the mom, drive a little white car. He's a bitch too. He's a rat. He's an ex-security. So he's a yes man. He a flunky. He gonna do whatever he can to accept. Who else? You have Derek. I thought Derek was okay. They didn't tell me Derek was just like him, but I ain't never seen it because I always thought, you know what I mean, Derek, he's softball player. And we talked, and he sit there, he would confide into me. I ain't gonna put him on the spot, but he knew there was some fucked up shit going on. But I kind of think at the end of it, Derek was playing both sides. I could be wrong, but I think I kind of walked up on a conversation that he was having with the bitch I was telling you about, the bitch. It kind of turns the subtle real quick, and I know that anybody that's cool with that nigga is a bitch. You know what I mean? So because when I say he's a bitch, I ain't talking about like, I'm talking about this nigga's a real bitch. He's like a girl. He do bitch shit. You know what I mean? He do shit that you expect a bitch to do, a girl, meant to have a bitch to do. That nigga's a bitch. So anybody that I seen that seen him as a friend or seen him as a cool person, I'm like, that nigga's a bitch too. Because it's a man, and you see another man and bitch. I mean, even if like you might not just like, you and two dudes might not like each other. That's common, but a man and a bitch ain't just, you know what I mean? You not only don't like that nigga, you don't want no dealing with this nigga because this nigga is a bitch. So when I started seeing this, certain people, I like, oh, they gotta be the same way. They gotta be the same way. And now you got a dude named Nick, got two Nicks there. The Asian Nick, super cool. Super cool. He know the bullshit, but he stay out of it. That nigga stay all the way out there. He's sitting there, you know what I mean? But he don't play both sides. He just, and then you have another Nick. And the other Nick, he looked like some type of Italian motherfucker that you see on the magazines, GQ type nigga. But Nick was a cool person, but Nick, he fucked with bitch niggas. You know what I mean? I ain't never seen Nick do no bitch shit, but I seen him hang with bitch niggas. You know what I mean? He trying to make bitch niggas not be bitch. You know what I mean? Oh man, why you do that, man? Those, nigga, you don't eat a bitch. Leave him alone. But I understand he try to move up, blah blah blah. So anyway, I ain't got nothing to say bad about Nick. That was, I think that's the end of the bitches. For the most part, the other people were just kind of, I mean, they knew shit. Well, I can't really fault them. You know what I mean? I wouldn't expect you to lose your job. You know what I mean? Of standing up. You know what I mean? I can't. You know what I mean? Now, management. Now you gotta go. You got Antoine and you got Jason. We're gonna start with Antoine. I can't prove Jason. You know what I mean? Did any type of bitch. I know Jason is very stern. I don't know hate, but I don't think it's a hate because I most of the part is across the board. His shit was across the board. And I had heard other people say, ex-workers say, yeah, he was part of the bullshit too. He was part in on it with me. He hit it very good. Put it like that. He hit Antoine, I think is a bitch too. He's straight up him and that other bitch. Those I think them two niggas fuckers for real. I think them two niggas. I feel like them niggas gay. I think them niggas fuck. But Antoine's a bitch. He want and he even act like a girl. Like when the girls begin. How sometimes girl she on a period and she be acting. That's how Antoine work. You know what I mean? But I knew the nigga didn't, and then I knew the nigga didn't. So they don't street niggas or real brothers. If you don't have that little white. You know what I mean, in you where you kind of act like a regular brother, they'll embrace you. But if he see that he a hoe, so he fear those type of dudes. So the first day I gave we used to feed us and they let you what you want to eat. You pick what restaurant you want to go to. So when I got there, I know there wasn't no soul food on the menu. So hey man, what about this? And the way he looked at me, like, how a girl look at you and roll her eyes? This is how the bitch looked at me. This bitch looked at me and rolled his eyes and said, soul food costs too much. I like, what I mean? So after that was the day one. I knew that nigga was a bitch right then and there. I just think the bitch. He's a real old. So I ain't never say nothing else to him about that shit. And then like I never even dealt with the nigga. I just didn't fuck with the nigga. I ain't, you know what I mean? I ain't had no bad shit to the nigga. I just stayed away from the nigga. But you can always see the nigga looking at a nigga at the corner of eyes and rolling his eyes. I mean, like he be way over there and this bitch rolling. I'm like, this thing is a real live hoe. Now, did he do anything to me personally? No, you just talk about a nigga behind his back. You know what I mean? Little old girl shit. I had to ask him a question because something he act like a bitch with it. You know what I mean? Like I was bothering him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Nick was really acting like I was acting. Son of that hook. Nick was like I was asking him for some pussy or something. You know what I mean? That how the girls be like they don't want to fuck you and you bother them. This how this bitch was at you. But I was there. But he was a supervisor, so he had to control his bitch. But for the most part, he had this black girl there, real dark skinned sister. She was African. She was cool. She playing her part. She knew where she was at. I ain't gonna put her up on the vote. Cool. I hope she, you what? Yeah, for the most part, if everybody else, you know what I mean? Hey, they die. But if you go to Zoox, watch out for Bruce is the Asian. Get what? I can't think of. I think that the little Islander bitch. I think Joseph or something. You gotta watch out for that nigga. So you watch out for and Charlene's foul. But I see she ain't good. She ain't no good. Taylor tell on it. That's all I can say about Shayla. Don't do nothing for Shayla. Don't tell Shayla nothing. She gonna tell you. Bree, there's a little fat bitch there. Bree, she just very argumentative. She kind of slow. I think she mildly retarded. Yes, because she's so I'm retarded. He's so defensive all the time. So I think that outside of that, she all right. She ain't really just got no bad, blood. As long as you are doing what she wants you to do, or she good. Once you don't do what I say. Her and Sailor once you don't do, they gonna become spiteful. Me and Christian had an interaction, but I can't really tell you that Christian is a bad person. She just she's entitled, you know, like little rich, like she ain't a rich, but a little white girl, she's entitled, and she's used to coming at her because of her body. You know, she told us all a story, but and she plays the victim. She said her ex boyfriend was the reason why she stripped 7 years, basically trying to say she played a victim. So me personally, when I hear a woman play the victim, I stay clear from her because those are the same type of people that scream rape. You know what I mean? So but as for just her being a malicious person, I don't think Kristen was just a malicious. I don't think she's a malicious. I did have interaction with Jalissa, but I think she's a good girl. She's just young, and she's, you know, in an environment, and she's being led the role. You know what I mean? She been, you know, how the ship go. You know what I mean? But I don't see anything bad about Jalissa. Who is there? But for the most part, that's it. I don't know if KT's still here. Let me see if I know I haven't been gone too long. Let me see if I would be able to do it from this phone anyway. I was trying to see if I can invite, but I would have to do it from the other phone. Why? Oh, wait, maybe request. No request guest yet. Oh, can I highlight it to one next to us? All right, well, let's enjoy this live. Man, oh, that's. I gotta get out of this. Okay. All right. Again, I apologize. King, I don't know if you're still here. If you want to let me know, I'm gonna see you an invite. Otherwise, I'm gonna end this live. Here. All right, that's it, y'all. Y'all have a great night. If for any more questions, Zoox, I've been DMing me, and I will put this live a little bit for my people that wanted to see it, but I knew you had to watch tonight. Post clips of it so you can get clips of it, and then some to see if there's a way where I could put the whole thing up there where y'all should come back and rewatch it at y'all leisure. All right. Out of y'all.
So these need to be requested means money to give license will then I shall dead. Yeah, that is due officially shall have.
All right. The thing and holds a lot from the device or in the video before more loud. Pretty little loud. Oh shit! I'm still on the phone. I'm turning on the wrong phone. You see my heart. Let me see if I can get. Oh shoot! Uh-oh. What they tell me with my violation? One. Let me see. Where's Key? Let me see if I can. There we go. Let's. I'm trying to find somebody. Hold on, I'm gonna do it. I told her I would come back, so I got to go all the way to the beginning so see if I can see it. I have not worked there. More like invite. Where Keith? Oh, there she. Mark viewer, add moderator. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. I guess. Oh, she ain't here no more, so I couldn't be. I forgot. Invite Keith so y'all can get some more stories.